pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have a motion to open the public hearing to consider a local law amending the property maintenance code?
Motion.
Do we have a second? All in favor? Public hearing is now open. Do we have any people signed up to speak? There are two changes to the local law that amends the property maintenance code, am I correct?
That's correct, yep.
One of them being an enclosure requirement for dumpsters, for all dumpster enclosures, correct? Regardless of the zone property?
Correct.
We have this on our code currently. Those who were online prior to the code updating were grandfathered in. This now is sunsetting that grandfather and requiring those that don't have an enclosure. How long? 6 months, did we say?
By March 9th, 2025 is when the case ends.
March 9th, 2025, so that's roughly 6 months. The other property maintenance code change is regards to sale of vehicles. Daniel or Joe, do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, it's just, we're cleaning it up. There were some pieces in there that just gave, I guess, too much flexibility on how many vehicles you were able to sell and all the kinds of fees and things that were established with it. I don't know if you want to expand on anyone.
Yeah, so the way our code originally read, if you wanted to sell your vehicle in a residential neighborhood, you had to have a special permit. We don't require that when people want to sell their cars. We don't make them get a special permit, so we've clarified now that if a person wants to sell more than one vehicle at a time, they need a special permit, or if they want to sell three or more vehicles over the course of a year, they also need a permit. So it just conforms more to what actually happens in practice.
Yeah, residences should be for such, not car dealerships.
With this information, is there at this time anybody in the public that now wishes to speak? Seeing none, do we have a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Do we have a second? Second made, all in favor? Any opposed? None opposed. Public hearing is closed by unanimous vote. I'm comfortable voting on this today. If there's any comments from the board, do we have a motion?
I will make the motion to approve the changes to our property maintenance code.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs? Aye. Counselor Paul? Yes. Counselor Cicero?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
No.
Supervisor Farrell?
Yes. Residents wishing to speak.
Nobody signed up.
Anybody in the audience wishing to speak at this time? First ward counselor, town board comments.
None.
Second.
You'll probably speak on it, but just a moment of silence for Eloise Corbett, the Lane Gunnison, who worked here in the comptroller's office and in the records department.
If you're comfortable, we'll do the moment of silence after we get through.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's all.
Thanks.
Yep.
Third ward.
Two things here. So the September 16th neighborhood watch meeting has been canceled. The last two third ward community group meetings are scheduled for September 30th and October 7th, both at 6:30 p.m. at the Emmanuel Fire Department.
Fourth ward.
Yeah, I also want to second the comments from Councilor Paul for a moment of silence for Mrs. Corbett. I also just want to touch on this, this amending the property maintenance code. I feel like it's, a little bit of overreach for us to tell people what to do with their properties. I'm all for zoning laws, and it's for maintaining and adhering to, quality of life for our residents. However, you pay taxes, you should do what you like to do with your property. And that's in regards to selling cars. I think it's a great thing for having dumpsters, enclosed dumpsters, because, things can get out of hand. We've seen how clean our town is now that we have the new trash receptacles. I mean, I can see it myself, observing it, driving down the street to Lincourt, and no more trash going across the lawns, the streets, and I think this is a great follow-up for enclosed dumpsters. However, the town can allow people to do what they want to do with their own property. So, thank you.
Thank you for your comments. I don't have anything. we will, I will say this for the public. We are back to 2 meetings a month. This is the first of 2 meetings this month. And that'll be through the rest of the year as well. I've started the budget process with the department heads, and it is going smoothly. And we will be bringing a tentative budget to the board in a short time, and then the town board will dig in to do their work on the budget. I do encourage any of the board members, if you are interested, to reach out to the department heads now, to give yourself a little bit more background, especially you two being new to it. I just want you to know you can reach out to department heads or even the comptroller, just to kind of get a little ahead of the curve, so that way when we are going through budget meetings as a board, it might just be a little bit easier. You guys may have a better idea of what's coming. And of course, obviously, you guys can reach out to me. You guys do, but you're always welcome to reach out to me and ask me any questions as well. With that, yes, Ellie Corbett, the mother of Colleen Gump, former town supervisor, former town clerk, former town board member, current employee of town of Salina, and a county legislator. She was also a longtime employee here at Town Hall. Today was her funeral. She's been sick for some time, and it was excellent to see many of the employees here in Town Hall go to that funeral this morning, and I think it was a wonderful celebration of life. And I think it is appropriate that we do have a moment of silence for her sake and for Colleen as well. Thank you. Thank you. With that, do we have a motion to approve the August 12th, 2024 minutes?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Engineer?
Anybody have any questions for me? So rapid down, we survived a surprise EPA audit on our sanitary sewer system last Wednesday. They came in with 2 days' notice, representative from the county web and myself sat down with them, and the result for me was no enforceable action of EPA, which is about the best you can ask for.
Jason, how long have you been an engineer for? Municipal engineer.
22 years?
Have you ever had an EPA, a federal agency, an EPA audit in those 22 years?
I've never heard of it.
You never even heard of one? No alarm to the general public?
And that's our second in 2 years.
In 2 years? So Doug got one a couple years ago?
On the stormwater.
Oh, stormwater, yeah, this is different. 2 towns did get audited, correct? We were one of the other ones. I just to bring levity to the situation, Jason was shaking in his boots. I had never seen town engineer actually so nervous, but he handled it well. He went into overtime to make sure that the town was well represented to the federal agency, and it was funny. He showed up. He came into the office that morning. He had his laptop and folders as he walked in the office, and I looked at him and I said, "Oh no, you're not quitting on me, are you?" And he said, "No, everything's good." So I wanted just to make sure to commend you. Thank you. I know you're a former board of it, but thank you for the hard work that you put in with that. I know that was something very unexpected, and I know that it was something that was heavy on your mind. But I was pleased that we are in a good position and there are no enforceable actions, which saves taxpayers money as well. I can inform you of that. I promise you. You're all set then, right? Yeah. The first one, we're just going to be setting 2 public hearings. The first one is to set a public hearing for a local law imposing a moratorium on development into industrial 1 districts. There are some interesting things that are occurring within the town specific to certain zoned areas with the comprehensive plan that we have going on and the full rezoning of the town that we have going on. I want to make sure that that certain things that are not going to be in the long-term interest or vision for the town happen now or snuck in now before the comprehensive plan and the rezoning happens, and we're kind of stuck with a situation that we don't want to be stuck with. So I think this is more or less to just pump the brakes a little bit and get through the comprehensive plan, and then we can re-examine some uses for the areas around the town once we do the full rezone. Once we rezone the entire town, it's going to kind of give a good playbook for people that are trying to come to the town. So that will be the public hearing for 6 6:31 on September, 23rd? Nope, 23rd. No, today's the night.
Oh, God, I was confused.
No, you're okay. You had me. I was worried for a second. I thought I was a week
Sorry
behind.
about that.
It'll be September 23rd at 6:31. Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing is set. The next one is, the yearly public hearing for the local law to override the tax cap for 2025. This is something that is done every year. Do we have a motion? This will be 6:33, September 23rd.
Make a motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Public hearing is scheduled. Joe, anything else?
Nothing, no.
All right, do we have a motion to approve the budget modifications as listed in the agenda packet? We have, I'm not gonna roll through all these just because we've done this now and it's kind of dollars and cents, it's not very large. If there is any specific questions, please let me know. I will say one, actually, I would like to bring to attention. We are moving 15,000 from contingent fund to the bulk item pickup in our highway fund. The memo is worth sharing. Since 2023, there has been an increase in the number of requests for bulk item pickups. This line was budgeted off of 2023 expenditures. However, in 2024, the average pickup has come in at roughly $10,000. An additional factor to consider is that Oprah started charging $5 per ton more this year. As residents participate in this program, we gather more data, we'll be able to anticipate the true cost of this program. I want to just say, obviously this is a good service that I think the residents are taking advantage of, and that's good. And as more people are learning about this program, people are again, taking advantage of it. So I'm happy to hear that the word's spreading and people are utilizing this. I think it is a great service that our highway department provides for the residents, and it's within what our budget allotment is for the year. Okra is going to charge, they're going to charge. We are kind of at their whim, just as if we were a private company doing this, we'd be at the whim of whatever the costs are for Okra. There may be some conversations that potentially could be had, but nonetheless, I think this is a good sign that the residents are taking advantage of a service that we're offering, and that means that we made a good decision putting this in place.
Can I touch on that, Supervisor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, on that note, it is a distinction between a large item pickup and not a whole house clean out,
That is true.
which we have seen on multiple occasions, not in jest, but, it's good that, residents that are new to the area, they're aware of the service and they use it appropriately. Secondly, when we have comments that our town, highway department is not on schedule. We only have a certain amount of vehicles that can do this work. They have other work to do in the town. And so please be patient with our highway department. They do a great job. And just keep in mind, every week is different. There may be other items that are picked up. That there's traffic back up now on 81. You can't use certain exits because of this debacle with I-81. But with that being said, that's going to slow them down. So pass that along to your neighbors and to your friends and coworkers that be patient with us. We're doing our best to get it taken care of. But it is a great service that we offer. We're the only municipalities within Onondaga County.
We're the only town.
Yeah, only town, so.
And
Can I add something? When you publish the dates for next year, you might wanna put something on there saying that they can come at any point during the week, have it out by Sunday night, but
Right.
they might not show up until
Yeah,
Tuesday or
that's a
Wednesday.
comment that's come up, people think that it's exactly that day, so yeah, that's something good to keep in mind for sure.
any other comments regarding the budget modifications as listed?
None.
Do we have a motion to approve budget modifications? Motion, did you say motion?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call roll.
Counselor Downs? Aye. Counselor Paul? Yes. Counselor Cicarelli?
No.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Farrell?
No. The next one is, to consider the comment and request to waive the 30-day waiting period for liquor license at Salina Hospitality LLC located at 5418 South Bay Road. This is the Holiday Inn Airport. This is to expand their patio.
Yeah, it looks like it's just for top day, they're separate.
We usually waive the 30-day period. That is kind of the practice and precedent that we have set. I'm comfortable continuing that today. Do we have any motion to waive the 30-day period?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs? Aye. Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicerone?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Finley?
Yes. The next is temporary road closure for 2718 Lemoyne Street through 2700 Lemoyne Street on October 19th from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the Wizard of Oz Festival. Do we have if you want to speak to it, go ahead.
Yeah, so obviously the Frank Baum Foundation is extra excited to be able to have the museum within the future community center, and they want to start doing events and hosting them in the area to bring in the hype of it all. So this is going to be the first event and not the last that they're going to do for sure, and start to bring some different tourism into the area that we might not have been used to before. So they have a huge reach all the way out to the international Wizard of Oz groups that are out there. So eventually it's going to end up being something very, very big and a potential really economic booster for the town of Salina. So with that said, I will make the motion to approve this.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Downs?
Aye.
Counselor Paul?
Yes.
Counselor Cicerone?
Yes.
Counselor Carney?
Yes.
Supervisor Finley?
Yes. The supervisor's report is provided to all of you. It is in the packet online as well, I'm assuming. Yep. Yeah. So, we do have an executive session. Joe, what's the terminology?
Employee wages and contractual issues.
Beautiful. They're for the public and for the ones that are operating the cameras, there may be action after executive session. So
to it.
yes, to keep that in mind. So that way you don't shut down the cameras too early if we do make votes after, okay? Do we have a motion to go into executive session?
Motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
No.